Okay, so these are the people that I love more than anyone else on the face of the planet. Hi, I'm Stacy Julian, and I'm here because I want you to feel successful in capturing and sharing your story. I want you to feel encouraged, motivated, and most of all, relieved from all the guilt and all the obligation. Today, we are going to talk about specifically scrapbooking us, or you and your family. But before we do that, we're going to say good morning to cameraman Brad and cameraman Rick. And I need you to know that even if I mess up, we're not starting over, okay? They're going to help me. They're professionals. Mostly that's me telling you not to be freaked out. That's all. Okay. Just trying to relieve myself. Okay, here we go. So basically, I have brought several pages with me from my personal scrapbooks. And let's start with this one right here. And I need you to know, number one, that you have a story to tell and you're the only one that can tell it. And if you don't tell your personal story, no one's going to do it for you. So I'm 46 years old. And on my 46th birthday, I wrote a blog post about being 46. And it's complicated, trust me. Okay, not really. But look at this cute page. I just took a picture of myself at 46. And right here, what I did is I sewed around all three edges, okay, added a cute little metal rim circle tag that says 46, tucked in this behind the photo, a portion of my blog post. Because you know what? It all counts. Anytime you pause in your life to honor a photograph or tell a little bit about your memory or how you're feeling or how you look at the world, that is scrapbooking and it totally counts. Now check this out, little tip for you. I love to be inspired by greeting cards. I wander the aisles of Target often, but I especially love the greeting cards at Target. So look at this cute little card. Very simple. It had like sparkly pattern paper and I saw it and I went, oh, I have sparkly pattern paper. So I went home, got a sheet of sparkly pattern paper, and mimicked the design of the greeting card on my page. You could totally do that. All right, now there's two things you need to keep in mind when you're scrapbooking your family, and that is personality and relationships. Let's take a look at my middle son, Trey, who is totally full of personality. Now, oftentimes when we scrapbook, we say surface stuff like, he's so funny, or he's cute, or he's imaginative. Well, duh, tell me some details. Tell me something that's really gonna make a difference. This child, Trey, since he's 3 years old, has been spotting Mini Coopers, no matter, where we are. He goes, and it gets to be kind of this fun game we're driving along, Mini Cooper, and now I try to spot him before he does, and I can't do it. But one day I thought, this is kind of cool that he does this. So we sat down, Trey and I, and we went to mini.com and we read all about the people who love Mini Coopers. And you would be so surprised, well, I was surprised, how much a Mini Cooper owner is the personality of my son, Trey. So I wrote that down in the journaling with a picture of Trey and a Mini Cooper. Now, check this out, cute idea. Get yourself some 6x12 page protectors because what it will allow you to do is extend your story. Here's my 12x12 page. I can design it, not think about so much what I'm gonna say. Then I can sit down at my computer, type up the story on a 6x12 page, add a few additional personality shots. Very cool personality page. This is my daughter, Addie. She is a princess. I started with 4 boys. And so for a long time, I was the only girl in my house. And when Addie came to stay with us, I realized that she and I are a lot alike. We are very feminine, and we are emotional, and we are impatient, and we both pick up rags to wipe off the counters because we're girls. And it's so fun to have a girl in my house that I can relate to. And so this page is all about, well, first of all, it's called Club Princess, because me and Addie were in the same club, Club Princess. And so I was able to just list some of these feminine characteristics that Addie by nature possesses and that make me feel like I'm not so strange being all alone in my household of testosterone. Okay? Cute personality page about Addie. Now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to just start a collection of pictures that are 2 or more people in your family together, especially if it looks like you like each other, okay? And I want you to call that collection Together Forever. And then over time, these pictures are gonna kind of get mixed up and they come from all different times and places. And you are going to maybe, let's say 6 months down the road or maybe 5 years down the road, pull those pictures out of the little file where they are. And you're going to have, without even journaling, without even the words, you're gonna have a story of the people in your home and how they relate to one another. And I did this little page just about family after we brought Addie home from Korea. And I used just some Asian characters to highlight the page. So not even again, not a lot of journaling required. The pictures themselves, when they're mixed up like that and put together because they are doing the same thing photographically, then that's kind of a cool relationship page. Okay? Now, I'm a big advocate for scrapbooking memories versus scrapbooking pictures. Sometimes you have an experience and it's really important. It's a pivotal experience. And that was what happened with me one day. Had really kind of a crappy week, to be honest with you. And my husband of, 19 years at this point in time, pulled over on the side of the road and offered to buy me an ice cream sundae. And I was like, that's awesome, because it doesn't happen that often. But that was his way of saying, I love you and you're having a bad week and I want to help you out. I don't have a picture of us together, but I absolutely wanted to record that moment in time. And so I grabbed a picture of an ice cream sundae. Does that make sense? I grabbed a picture of an ice cream sundae and I paired it with that memory. And that is a scrapbook page about a relationship in my home. That's important. It's valuable. Okay. So this page, cameraman Rick, hi Rick, is going to put up on the screen, and I'm going to talk to you about how I journaled it. Again, these two pictures came out of personality files that I keep, okay? And what's funny is they were taken years apart, but I want you to notice my husband Jeff has on his medical doctor scrub thingy-majigs, and they're on backwards and inside out. You can see his tag. And then there's a picture, sorry. Okay, there's a picture of me and Chase, and we're sitting there in our pajamas and they happen to be inside out and backwards. And so because I keep this collection of photos, I went back years later and I found them. And you know what I call that? I call that a connection. And that's super cool. So I put both of those photos on the page together. So look, this is just, again, another little piece of paper, and all I did was attach a little tab to it, and then once this layout is in the page protector, I can slip it down behind, and you see the tab, and of course you're curious, and you want to pull up on the tab, and there's the story. Isn't that cool? All right, so just a little bit of the journaling. My dad, this is talking about me, Stacy's dad, is not the least bit into outward appearances. My mother makes sure he dresses well for work and church, and otherwise he would wear the same pair of jeans for weeks on end. His t-shirts are tattered and stained. He is surprised by how often our generation changes clothes and how much laundry we generate. He tells of school shopping with his mother. She would purchase 1 pair of overalls, 1 pair of Levi's, and a 3-pack of white undershirts, along with 2 long-sleeve flannel shirts for him and his brothers. These were all the clothes they needed. Something in my dad's very practical approach to dressing must have left a favorable impression on me, because I chose Jeff, who also has little to prove with his attire. He once picked me up for a date in a shirt and slacks that were completely wrinkled. I put him in a room, and I'll just tell you the rest. I put him in a room with my roommate, I made him undress, and I ironed his clothes for him, and I am still ironing his clothes for him. So you can tell stories that really draw connections and tell a lot about personalities in your home. And if you'll keep that little collection of family personality pictures and relationship pictures, they will serve you very well. I'm going to wrap up with just one more page, and it's one right here, and it's called Brothers, Best Brothers. This was taken years and years ago. This is Chase and Trey, and the last tip I guess I want to leave with you is that you can get your family talking on your scrapbook pages. You can ask them, what is it that you love about your brother? And that's exactly what I did. This little Trey said, what I love about Chase, and he was only 3 at the time. I don't know. I like him. He's my best friend. I don't know. He's just funny. And I just love him. Okay? Get it straight out of their words. Let me end by showing you I have a collection of oh brother pictures with just my boys. And they totally capture the relationship of those boys over time. And that relationship is priceless, and that relationship is important. Okay, I decided when I was preparing for this little episode that I was going to remake this page, but I want to do it with 2 different brothers. This time it's going to be Trey and Taft. So this is what you can do. You can talk to your kids. You can hand them pieces of paper and say, I want you to write down 4 things you love about your brother. And they might go, oh, and I go, do it. Just do it. Okay? So Trey said about Taft, he said, he has a great imagination. He's funny, he's artistic, and he's lovable. And Taft said about Trey, every morning he wakes me up singing, which is true. He likes to play games with me, and he will eat anything. And that's kind of impressive because Taft won't eat anything. So the fact that he admires that in his brother, that's something I want to record. Okay, girls, here's the deal. Please let go of the crazy expectation that you have that you're obligated to all of your pictures and embrace the freedom to move beyond those typical event pages and surface journaling and document your personality of the people in your family, the relationships that you share, and the personal growth and milestones unique to individual family members. Okay, when I complete a page that captures true personality relationships, it feels really good. Okay, don't worry about all the pictures. Do something with some of your pictures and have more fun.